Mexican car in the gates. Just went through with the Death Stranding recap, and now we on Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, they making sure that they got me all on cam. Indeed, Virgo season is in a few months. While dooms can afflict almost anyone, those born under constellations with a greater connection to the beach, including Cancer, shout out to Cancers, Pisces, shout out to Pisces, Sets, I never heard of, and Delphinus are said to be more susceptible to developing the condition. It is believed that such individuals are fated to walk a life path fraught with disquiet or turmoil. A bang that echoed around the world, a phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. Beach things, lost spirits of the dead, found their way into our midst. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. Since most could neither see nor sense BTs, people lived in fear of them, withdrawing from the outside world. Cities became isolated, and humanity crept towards extinction. To unite what was left of America, a porter named Sam forged a bond with the bridge baby called Lou, who possessed a special connection to the other side. Together they journeyed west across the continent, reconnecting the people through the Chiral network. But on the day that the United Cities of America celebrated the nation's rebirth, Sam and Lou vanished without a trace. Though UCS officials attempted to track them down, the pair's whereabouts remain unknown. 11 months later.
Me? I've always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts, they come to deliver something priceless, a glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world, and I know they'll be back again today.
-61. Have I ever really loved someone? Do I deserve what I've got? Now the crazy system's turned into traps and the fear is switching sides. I own $1 million worth of stock, but I still won't sleep at night. What is it that I've become? -61. Now the water level rises high in my cold paradise, where men sit in circles and talk numbers I never really like. they think of life as some kind of gamble and watch the city drown. Where is it that I belong? Minus 61. Now the wind cuts the leaves like a knife, and the sun's out of sight. I see the world they build to lose at the trial, what is left and what is right. I made the worst mistake one can make, pretending and playing blind. What is it I'm trying to find?
Okay, time to head home.
We here. I was about to say I could zoom in. That feels so Metal Gear. When you play this, it feels so Metal Gear like. He controls exactly like Snake, almost like the way his running is. I got you, Lou, man. We Gucci Lucci. Don't worry about it. Just pay attention to the physics. This is what PlayStation games are about, man. Realism. Oh yeah, let me get that, So, see, I'm scared because Lou is on me right now, like, and it ain't like he got glass around him. With the camera far away, I don't feel so scared because the detail, you know, like, it still feels scary just running. Look at this game, oh my goodness. Am I running the right way?
Well, we're pretty far from home.
See if I can run down that spot right here. Let's be careful. I gotta remember, I gotta press square to climb. This isn't, what's it called? Monster Hunter. This isn't holding my hand. I did? I'm sorry, Lou. I'm sorry, Lou. What is that?
I feel that. Pretty damn shaky. Oh shit.
What's wrong, boo-boo?
Okay.
I do the same way, yup. Hey, you Gucci, man. Yo, it really be like you gotta soothe him, like, when you do this. What's up, boo-boo? Look, you see him? Say what's up. Say what's up to Miguel Swaggero. You know what I'm
Let's go
saying?
home and get you fed.
You know, on flat ground, I could feel safe sprinting, you know what I'm saying? When you see that, you know what that means. Double jump. He could do that? Let's breathe for a bit.
Great.
We'll cross that.
Gotta move.
Really? Y'all gonna do me and Lou like that?
Easy does it. Sorry, kid.
They done put water onto the camera. This is a muddy slope. I may have took the wrong turn, but at least we get to get a look at the physics of the climbing and all that. You alright, man?
Fuck this.
Be careful. Gotta remember one thing, that Sam Puerto Ricans, he does this. Now, hopefully I don't go saying that and slipping off the mountain.
Almost there.
Oh, they got it way more on point. I got the climbing anchor. They wasn't letting me use that up top. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Now I see. Small ladder. We'll be alright.
There, we made it.
For a second, I was like, what the heck? He's in contact with them?
Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all. Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms. Come on, open up. There you go. Who's there? Who are you? Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
Because I'm free.
I've been looking for you.
Nothing's worrying me.
Wow. Lou's growing up fast. You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Chiral printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Chiral network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Chiral printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
You care for a drink?
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lou?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a bridges asset. You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid the death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore. In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass for 1000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the Chiral network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the Chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say? Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. The timefall storms are growing more intense as well. And, as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration. Objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye. Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There are many other dangers, though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily. Mexico has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else. Any human corpse that hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT. And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar. Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well. And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion. Several Mexican cities were wiped off the map in this way. The survivors have since become divided and isolated. As most people cannot see BTs, they live in fear of them, and that fear has made them too terrified to venture outside.
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important. And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person.
That was one reason. You got more?
I do. And this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently, they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear, but they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way. And if they're right, then I want you there, ready to kill it before it kills them. Don't forget, Sam. You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
Guess that makes sense. But something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory? Taking control? Claiming it for their own?
Sam, it's not like that. They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network. Like the internet before the Death Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people. Which is why, instead of turning to an established government agency like Bridges, the UCA contracted a private organization, like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself. So please, Sam, won't you help us out?
Fragile. They got you out here doing it for me, so
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
Uh-huh. What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me. If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use. It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it. Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
It's my guy.
Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring?
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like. Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the Chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with a delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu? You can access useful information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management. This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece. It's an excellent idea to place the most important cargo in your backpack. We've given you some additional equipment. It can be carried in pouches or in special hooks, just like cargo. All these weapons can be used to incapacitate humans without killing them, so there is no need to worry about causing a void out. Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up. Return to the menu when everything looks good to go.
Starting to remember this. Got to auto arrange. Make sure my joint is pretty decent. Why you got? All right, well, that's decent. Look at the detail. Oh my goodness. Yo, I can't put that right there on the...
Finally, before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the map. See your destination? There's a river you'll need to cross to get there. There are bandits in the area too. Armed groups that have attacked borders in the past. Think about what route you might take from your current location.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation.
When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what hazards you may run into along the way. You can face these challenges head on, or try to find a way around them. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
I see BT straight ahead, so I guess I'll just stick to the mountains. You wanna walk up?
Delivery route finalized.
Latest model Cupid. Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world. It won't be any harder than before either. The Chiral network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow. Hungry?
No.
No more baby food for you.
Let you get fragile any trouble, I'm gone. Don't you break my kid.
Now who wants to eat?
Alright, let's get this mission on, man. This is when the game truly starts.
Alright, let's get this done.
Alright. So he pretty much levels up. a fact. Let me find out this cargo outside of the spot. Come on now, Sam. You got a assault. You had to have that. I mean, these are important. All right. A handgun that electrocute close range targets. All right. Let's...
Been a while since I held a gun.
Remember, they used to fly away mad quick, but we're gonna save them. Crypto bites, like you said. I used to just call them crypto bites.
It's not so bad.
Oh, we close. That's where that little bridge was at. If Blue ain't with me, I gotta watch out for BTs, man. Or instead.
We're in enemy territory now.
Alright, locks them on to where they at. Metal Gear Solid style. Had to get my Alright, R1 to crouch. To get across the water, I would have to do that look. What the heck? That mean I gotta be quick. If that's not coming over here, is it? Alright. key is always patience, but sometimes you just gotta kick open the door. I tried to crawl. You don't see him? That storm is getting closer and closer. Oh, I'm like, Hideo, you know, it's Metal Gear time. I'm ready to get on my Metal Gear mode. It's a little lightweight on Death Stranding, so. I'm looking this way. Look at the detail. Got the sand dust all over the... Man, come on now. Goodness.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Sandstorm.
Oh, that was scary. Might not be the smartest thing to do. Now what do I do? Chase the camera. There's an opening on that other side. I better I thought that was an open door. Cargo-related actions can be performed quickly from this menu. Rearrange. Good thing I'm familiar with the game. They make buttons very familiar with like rearranging your stuff in the menu. But now they got quicker ways and better ways for you to look inside the menu and all that. Just make sure we look running the right route, which we're not. Oh yeah, we are. Are we out? Yeah, I'm good on the shoes.
So far, so
So far so good. Yes, indeed.
good.
Maybe I could jump over this. Be careful. Somebody better give me some lights. Whoa, 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 whoa. I gotta be careful dismantling things. If I hold options, then I'll dismantle it. And who knows, I may do that a couple times. The Cuaj Nudo del Norte.
ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam. Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds. Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Don't worry, huh?
Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Burn all of them.
You must be Sam. It can't have been easy to come this far south. You're here to bring us onto the Chiral network, right? Ah, that's a relief. We'll be able to dispose of corpses properly once you've got us online. That'll be one less thing for our residents to worry about. Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes? It's not often you get a delivery in such good shape. You're a lifesaver. Figured we would never see this cargo, but here it is. Thank you so much for the delivery. It's just like everyone says. You're a man that people can rely on. Okay, use your Cupid to bring us online. The Chiral gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico and the UCA. And with state-of-the-art tech at our disposal, we can finally solve a lot of our problems.
Just said we got a new strand established. So we heading down south, like Norberto Puente. Nice to meet you.
Chiral network coverage successfully expanded. Commencing data collection.
Oh yeah, they definitely blessing me with hammers.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Indeed, indeed. They seen that, you know. I'm a Metal Gear gamer, what can I say?
Porter grade increased. Congratulations.
Your porter grade. Every evaluation you receive as a porter will contribute to your overall porter grade, calculated by APAS. This provides a snapshot of your experiences as a porter, as well as your delivery style. It is calculated from the number of likes Sam receives during the course of an order. Hold bloop to open the corpus for detailed description. I remember this. I'm like level 160 something, more than that. Like I'm like a super expert porter on Death Stranding 1.
Chiral network connection confirmed. And now we can begin fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, we've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable. We should be okay moving forward. I really can't thank you enough. You must be exhausted after your long journey. We've prepared a private room for your exclusive use. There are countless dangers in these parts. You should rest until you're fully recovered. Don't push on until you're ready. Please, stay here before you set out again.
Mhm. How are things in the region?
Well, our corpse disposal problem is no longer an issue thanks to you. But there's nothing we can do to get rid of the BT area we created. Fear of BTs and damage from timefall and chiralium exposure will continue to be a concern. And let's not forget about the bandits willing to attack travelers and facilities. But so long as we remain connected to the network, we'll have access to new tools and technologies to help combat these threats. You brought us more than a connection to the outside. You brought us hope. As I mentioned before, we've been taking them to a nearby tar pit and dropping them in. Unfortunately, we took it too far. And it wasn't long before the whole pit turned into a BT area. In trying to prevent the emergence of BTs, we ended up facilitating their creation. And with the constant timefall in the vicinity, gyro contamination has only grown worse. All these problems have contributed to an increased suicide rate, which in turn has resulted in even more bodies that we've had no way to dispose of properly. But thanks to the chiral network, we can now fabricate the corpse disposal facilities that we lack. Everything's going to be all right.
Guess I'm gonna go hit up the pad.
Thank you again for everything. I'll get started right away on preparing your next order for you. By the time you wake up, it should be good to go. You'll just need to access the delivery terminal here. I hope I can count on you.
corpus is what it is, right? You can review the story so far, examine terminology, check the controls, and browse gameplay tips. The corpus is divided into various tabs. Use L and R to cycle between them. Story. View the story so far and blah blah blah. We know. Data bank, tips, controls. Well, we're gonna read that on a follow up. But I figured I had strand service. This is it. Using the SSS, you can view messages sent by people from all over the world. Look back on the likes you've given and received from porters in other worlds, and enjoy the screenshots you've captured in photo mode. Or only screenshots taken by pressing bloop in photo mode can be viewed. Now let's see what first off. Oh, look at that. Sam, the shower and toilet are outside your private room. Good. Chiral crystals will be recovered from any waste you produce. So go ahead and make use of the facilities. How does it feel to be back out here there, Sam? I'll try to use the SSS to keep you up to date with everything over here. Lou was having fun playing around just a while ago and now is fast asleep in dreamland. I'll send you another message soon, which you can check out on your ring terminal. Don't worry, I'll take care of Lou. Oh, I could give him a like. That's gangster. He got 3 messages. Oh, hold on. You've also got access to Armory, which you can check out various weapons, learn how to use them in VR training. Go ahead, give it a try. It's definitely worth checking out everything your room's got to offer. Once you rest it up, of course. Who else hit me up? APAC? Having any trouble making your deliveries? Just open up your ring terminal corpus. Yeah, here, I'll give you a like with that. And this is a welcome to my text messages, the social strand service. SSS is the social strand service. So I'm gonna just call it strand service. All right, Chiral network. Meanwhile, any screenshots you would. Back to sitting down, right? So Death Stranding 2 on the beach. This is it, man. Went through my first journey, delivered my first package, and it wasn't too bad. I slept like two people. I let two people slide. You know, I'm not really trying to be evil out here and all that. But we made that happen. So as I get through this journey, I'm knowing that it's gonna be a very long one. So I'm gonna play through the main courses of the stories and play a few side missions that are pretty unique. But there will be times where I may do some offline, off the Chiral network delivery packaging, you know what I'm saying? Or deliveries and all that. I gotta deliver packages, and you know, it's not gonna be the best thing to have display like 200 hours worth of deliveries. Trust me. I'm gonna do what I can to make this a good one. But as you see, we are still at the beginning of the game. Therefore, I'll take myself a little break. And yeah, we're gonna get back into it. But as I always say, till then, get your money, people. Stay litty at all times. Keep on keeping on. Mega 6-star. Out the gates. Peace out, gang. Stay tuned for the next episode.